Hello folks, welcome for Linux for Hackers. This is episode 1. We are starting guys. We are starting folks. Welcome into my course Linux for Hackers because everyone needs to learn Linux. We are getting started. As I promised you guys that I'm going to make videos. This is my first video for Linux for Hackers. So I'm going to go to the demonstration and I tell you guys what Linux operating system work, how Linux operating system work. This is my demonstration here guys. As you see, here is the Linux kernel. We are going to talk about the Linux kernel, how the Linux operating system work. But why Linux? Not Windows, not Mac, because Linux is an open source. It can be used to everyone. It's an open source. What you need to do, you can download your own Linux operating system and install it on a virtual machine. So is what I do in this lab. I install a Pirate OS in my VMware workstation. As you see, we are going to use this as a playground. As you see, is a Hack the Box Academy. So if you don't have a Linux or you don't have a operating system, so guys, you can go to Hack the Box Academy website. This is the website of the Hack the Box Academy. As you see guys here, what you need to do, you have to register for the Hack the Box Academy. So you have to come to the Linux fundamental course. We are starting the course. You have to come here guys. After you register for the Hack the Box Academy, you have to come here and start the Linux fundamental. But I'm not going to use this guys because I have my own Linux box on running locally on my VMware Workstation Pro. So what I need to do guys, you have to register for the Hack the Box Academy. You can go to Linux description. You can read everything that Linux do. So after you come here, you have to start the instance. So you can interact with a Linux operating system. So but I'm not going to use any Hack the Box Academy because right now I use a VPN because my VPN blocked me to go to the Hack the Box Academy. That's why I prefer to use a virtual machine that is running locally on my VM. So what I need to do guys, I'm going to explain you how Linux operating system work. We are going to use a Pirate OS. As you see here, Pirate OS is an operating system. As you see here, Linux is not an operating system. I want to explain you a few things about Linux. Linux is not an operating system. Linux is a kernel. As you see here, Linux is a kernel. In this kernel, we can build an operating system on top of the kernel. As you see here, on top of this kernel, we have a Fedora, we have a Red Hat, we have a Debian. Pirate is based on Debian. We have an Ubuntu, we have an OpenSUSE, we have an Arch Linux, because all this architecture that is here, it belongs to the Linux kernel. Linux kernel, you take an operating system, you build all operating system inside of this kernel. Let me tell you that Linux is not an operating system. The operating system is the Pirate OS, because Pirate OS belongs to Debian. As you see, we are going to use a Pirate OS to interact with the Linux. I'm going to teach you how Linux works because this is an episode 1. I'm going to teach you fundamental. I'm going to teach you how to go to the folder, how to list the file. I'm going to teach you what you need to do in Linux, what you need to learn in Linux. As you see here is the kernel of Linux, and in this kernel we have many types of Linux. We have a Red Hat, here we have a Ubuntu, an OpenSUSE. We have many, because I choose Pirate OS because Pirate OS is a hacking operating system. So I'm going to switch into Pirate OS and show you how Linux operating system work. This is the Hack the Box Academy. It's the OVA file that I download from the Pirate OS, so I'm going to log in. I have to wait for Pirate OS to load it, the desktop. Yes, this is a Pirate OS that I will explain to you. As you see here, guys, this is the Pirate OS operating system. This operating system is used for hacking, so I'm going to teach you everything that you need to know about Linux. So here, as you see, here is our graphical interface. Here, this is Pirate OS. So what we need to know, guys, that Linux operating system does not design to use a graphical user. We don't need to use Linux like this. As you see here, this is graphical user. We don't need to use Linux like this. So I'm going to teach you what you need about Linux. What you need about Linux, you need to use Linux terminal. Terminal is a command line that you use. In Windows we call it command line, but in Linux we call it terminal. So I'm going to go and open the terminal in Pirate OS. The terminal is here. As you see, here is the terminal. So we need to use Linux like this. We need to use Linux like when you go to open. We don't use Linux like this. Linux, we use Linux as a terminal. Yes, we use Linux like this. We're not supposed to use Linux as a graphical user. So what I'm going to teach you guys today in this course. So as you see here, we're in the terminal. Here is the graphical user. So what I'm going to show you guys how to use Linux. Here, as you see, here is my home network hacker. So what we need to do, we have to open this. We can do this the same as on the terminal. So on the terminal, what we need to do to browse the network hacker, what we need to do, we need to say pwd is the first command that we use today. The pwd is print working directory. As we see here, on the graphical user, here is a network hacker. We are in the home network hacker. So as you see in the terminal, when we type print working directory pwd, this is the home network hacker. We are here. We're on the same spot as on the terminal. So as you see, guys, on the graphical user here, we have a desktop, we have a document, we have a download, we have the music, we have the pictures, we have the public, we have a template, we have the videos, and the software that I installed. So what we need to do to show this on the terminal, what we need to do, we need to type our second command, and our second command is ls. ls, it means list. As you see here, we have a desktop, we have a document, we have a music, we have a public, we have everything that we see here on the graphical user. So on the graphical user, what we need to do, we'll go to desktop, we'll double click into the desktop, as you see here. So in the terminal, to go to the desktop, this is our third command. What we need to do to go to the desktop, we need to say cd. cd is change directly into this desktop. So we are there, we're in the desktop. So to list the file on the desktop, what we need to do to see this file, remain.license, we need to say ls. As you see here, this file is here, and here is the graphical user on the desktop. So as you see, The first command that we're using the point working, yes, we use the pwd, which means it's a point working directory. The second command that we use ls to list all the file in the directory that we own. The second command that we use, we change directory to the desktop. The third command that we use ls to list the directory on the desktop, as we see here on the graphical user. So what we need to do on the graphical user, we can say back. So on the terminal, what we need to do to go back to the desktop, to go back to the home of hacker, network hacker, what we need to do in terminal, we have to say cd space ... and we are there. We are in this directory. To see all the file on this directory, we have to say ls. As you see here, we have this directory. So guys, what I show you in this scenario, guys, I want to show you we don't need to use graphical user to interfere with the Linux. So here is the terminal as I show you guys. So Linux operating system, guys, we don't need to use a graphical user. So this is an episode 1. Today I teach you 3 commands, guys. What I teach you pwd, I teach you ls, and I teach you cd, which means cd, it means change directly to the other directory, and I teach you pwd, which means is point working directory, and I teach you ls, which is you list the file on the directory that you are on. The next video we are going to take deep inside of the Linux. I'm going to show you guys how Linux operating systems work.